pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is hog farming corporate style. Thousands of hogs are packed together, raised indoors. It is efficient, almost factory-like, with a factory-like problem. Air pollution in the form of a horrible smell that has neighbors of corporate hog farms taking to the streets in protest. The problem? These new-style hog operations create tons of waste, equal to the raw sewage output of a small city. It's flushed out daily into storage pits or lagoons, some the size of 3 football fields, and it can send a nauseating stench traveling for miles.
It'll burn your eyes and it'll burn your lips.
Eunice and Pick Robbins are farmers accustomed to farm smells, but they say what rolls off the corporate hog farm next door often smells so vile it's sickening.
It makes you angry, very angry. I could have blown it up.
When I was doing my thing, I said, look, I've given everything I give for my country. And then I turned around and said, you know, let my folks die in peace without having to smell and put up with the hog. Kind of picture yourself shut up on hot days in a house in which no air conditioning, because they didn't believe in air conditioning. Hot and sweaty. Couldn't plan nothing on the outside. If I pulled up in the yard, I didn't go in the house every time I pulled up. Might stay 4 or 5 minutes, or might stay 20 minutes, something like that. But if the odor is bad, come right back out. Neighbors coming to see them, turn around and leave on account of the hungover. It's going to keep going until everybody dies.
I'm Don Webb. I'm from Wilson County, North Carolina. And Eunice and Pickle Robinsons were 2 of my good friends. I remember very well when Butch and I went to Raleigh. And I carried Butch up and pushed him up before a bunch of legislators in a House Ag Committee meeting. He asked them, he says, I asked you to do one thing for me. I want you to fix it so that my mother and father can die in peace. I don't want them to have to smell hog feces and urine all their life and die smelling hog feces and urine. When Butch came back home to be with his mother and father, Butch only had a head, a body, and 1 arm. And as he told those legislators, he had given all he had to give. Please help me. They turned their back on him. I've seen grown men and women cry because their homes were invaded by someone else's waste, their feces and urine from their animals, to take away their rights, to give the hog industry eminent domain over their land and their homes, to take away their freedoms. And the government sat back and has let it happen and still continues to do so as I speak, before they have done hardly anything to help the people from this devastating odor and devastating air and water pollution that's going on, all because of $1. So one of their rich Mercedes driving, helicopter flying friends can have another place on an island somewhere so they can get richer off the backbones of hard-working Americans.
My name is Elsie Herring. I reside at 114 Beulah Herring Lane in Wallace, North Carolina, in the county of Duplin. It's been on my mother's land since 1986. He came out here and started actually spraying the animal waste on us, I think somewhere either around 93 or 94. And he's been spraying on us ever since. And this is year 2000, as you see. He first started spraying, he used to come out with a sprayer on a reel, and he'd pull it out on attached to his tractor. And he would spray, and it would just go everywhere. It would spray over here on my mother's house, it would spray on our clothes on the clothesline, on your cars, on us, if you out here, on the grass, everywhere. We just come over here everywhere. And after many complaints, Don Butler came out and had the guys put in a stationary system, which is over here now. You can't see them because of the tall grass, but there's a stationary system over in here. And he comes out and he sprays it, and when the wind is high, the mist still brings the spray over here on us. I've complained to the health board, I've complained to the county commissioners, I've complained to the governor, I've complained to the attorney general. I've written letters, I've made phone calls, people have been out, I've made trips to talk about this situation, and still today, nothing has been done. Spray still comes over here on us. We still have to live with it on a daily basis. We have to breathe in air that's permeated with animal waste, and it's as if we are supposed to live like this. My life has been threatened. The hog farmer's son has threatened me. He's come over here with a gun twice. The father has come over here with a stick. I was threatened twice with the gun. Now, Forrest came into my mother's house. He opened and shut 2 doors, walked in, grabbed onto my mother's chair, shook her around, cursing at her, talking in a very loud voice, and told her that he could do anything that he wanted to me and get away with it. Now, I take care of my mother. So you must imagine how upsetting this was for her.
Beulah Herring, Beulah Bell Herring.
And
I was Beulah Bell Stallings before I was married. I was born 1902, and if I'm out on the porch, whenever he turn it on, I have to come in the house, because I can't stay out there, you know, and breathe it, that hog stuff. I wash when I was able to wash. I don't do it now, but when I used to wash, hang out my clothes, he'd turn it on and just blow it on my clothes, and I'd have to bring them in the house and dry them the best way I could. But his son come in the house and push my chair around. He come open the door and come right on in. I didn't say nothing to him, and he got a hold of my chair and pushed me around, and he claimed it was his land, but my daddy bought the land back in slavery time. My daddy was a slave. No, so I wasn't scared, because the Lord promised to take care of me.
my name is Julian Savage, and I stay at 1015 Road in Council, and I'm 74 years old. I'm a farmer. We raise tobacco, corn, peanuts, beans, whatever we could do to make a living. We started cleaning it up, and then I went to putting in some custom Bermuda for hay for people, you know. We got it started, and I enjoyed doing it because people brag about how pretty my hay was and how green it was and how it smelled so good you could about eat it yourself. Yeah, we had some hogs and cows, but I enjoyed it all. All my children did. Well, we got this place from Daddy. We bought it from him in the early 50s, and we came down here. We got married. We started cleaning it up to make a living. We came and got started. In the meantime, these people come in with some hogs in front of the house, 5 directions around us. We got asthma. We can't get out and breathe like we used to and work. But it's not easy to live around here like this. If you step out the door, you might not come back. If you fall out the door and then you can't go out nowhere, there you are. You can't get no help or nothing. My wife stepped out the door one night on the porch and she fell. She said she wanted some help. Anthony and Carol went and got her and brought her back in the house. They got to working with her. And my little grandchild was on the couch. Mama put her arms on the back of her head and she said, "Lord, have we got to live like this the rest of our life?" Lauren was sitting there. She thought she was dying. She slipped down the couch and put her arms around. She said, "Grandmama, don't die, 'cause we need you and love you. And if there's anything in the world, I want somebody to tell me now while I'm living. I've never in my life seen it. And I hope everybody else don't see it that way."
Is it coming from hogs?
It's coming from hogs. It's bad that you can't step out the door and you can't do nothing. It's the odor, you can't breathe it. I got a shortness of breath and you can't breathe it. Your lungs won't take it. You're down on the ground. You don't take but one breath. You better have something like this. This is what I have to go, if you want to do it. I feel like an idiot walking around with something round like this. It's coming here. You better have it all day. You ain't coming back. So you got to learn to do this or either stay in the house. Well, I raised hogs. I had a house out there to take care of 10 sows at the time. We'd raise 2 bunches a year. Next year we'd probably raise 3. We had a lot out there. We could let them run in. From the sparring house, we had a sow house down there. The pigs would go down there. Then when the pigs got wind, we had a place from there they could walk to the finish house. They could go back and forth. We had a feeder in the thing. But they didn't stay shut up and walk in stuff and they didn't have to breathe it. What they need now is to invent something or some kind of mask where you could put it over a hog's nose to keep where he could have where he live decent without killing the damn hog with odor. If it's strong enough a man can't stand it, it ain't fitting for an animal to stay in. That's the way I feel about it. Well, these factory farms, they got them in there. They can't go nowhere but stay in that one room, what I call a pen. They locked in there from the time they get there till the truck backs up the ramp to get them. Them hogs don't enjoy living in there. I wouldn't want to breathe it myself, and I don't want a hog to do it. Put him out here where God gave us all the air. That's what he fixed it like this for. He didn't intend it to put them in a place like that. But people got crazy. "Oh man, put it out yonder. We're going to get rich." They are. But all the farmers around them ain't going to ever have nothing. You can bet on that, because I ain't got nothing and they ain't looking for nothing no more now. It's not moral for people to do such stuff. I've never seen it in my lifetime. But I don't know where these people come from. But I hope the hell I don't never have to go where they come from. Anybody listening to me today, if you hear anybody that's going to build a hog farm, I want you to get off of your butt. Go talk to the man. If you have to get out on your knees and beg him. Don't put them around it, because you put one of these things, there ain't no farm around there, a house, and neighbor, nobody. They ain't gonna never enjoy living there no more. Because ain't nothing to beat good, clean air. If you do, you let me know where it's at, because it won't be around a hog farm. But I just feel, and if you don't have to breathe it tonight or the next hour, you get down and thank your God that I made another day I won't have to smell hog today. 'Cause ain't nothing in the world any worse than to smell it.